Buongiorno, ciao tutti. Welcome back to Appa's Kitchen on the road. I'm here in my Airbnb in Reggio, Calabria, preparing for another trip. So I just got back from Napoli on Friday. Today's Sunday. I did laundry yesterday, rested. And today I'm going to Palermo. So here's the deal. It's very complicated. It didn't need to be. So I booked my ticket on Trenitalia from Reggio Centrale to Palermo. And it has 3 segments. I had to also add an additional service. So first it went from Reggio Calabria Centrale to Villa San Giovanni. That's where the trains and also cars go take the ferry across the Strait of Messina to Messina. And then, so that took me to Messina Marittima, the port terminal. No, so I had to change from Villa San Giovanni to the ferry. I had to buy an additional ticket for the ferry. And then that took me to Messina Marittima. From there, I had to walk to Messina Centrale train station, and I had about an hour and a half layover until I got on the train from Messina to Palermo, which is about 3 hours. Madon. So I thought, why am I doing all that? If I'm going to have to walk to Messina train station from the port, why not just take the ferry from here, from Porto de Calabria, and then just walk to Messina Centrale? I checked the ferry schedule. So there's a ferry that leaves at 12:20 and arrives at 12:55. The ferry that I was scheduled to be on was going to arrive at 1 o'clock. So it's not a huge difference, time difference. I asked ChatGPT if I could do that, and ChatGPT said yes. There's no penalty if you don't have to get on. You can miss any segments. The only thing is I'm going to lose the money that I spent. So it's about 18 euros that I paid for that first segment. Plus I think the ferry, so probably about 20 euros. So I was kind of going back and forth on it. Should I just walk to the ferry and get on the ferry and I don't have to change. I just get on the ferry, get off, and then walk to the train station. Or should I go with my original plan, take the train to Villa San Giovanni, walk to the ferry, get on the ferry, and then walk. So today, finally, I decided I'm just going to take the ferry. Because it's one less transfer, one less thing for me to board and deboard and whatever, disembark, embark, and disembark. So it's just going to be a lot less stressful. So I lost 20 euros and I had to pay an extra 4 euros for my ferry ticket. So that's the plan. And I also decided that when I get back from Palermo, I'm going to come back here, do laundry again, rest up, and then I'm going to go to Messina for the weekend, next weekend, and from Messina to Catania, spend a couple days in Catania. So I'm doing more of Sicily than I originally had planned, and I'm doing less of Calabria than I had originally planned, just because it's kind of hard to get around here. And the places that I've looked at, nice beach places if you want to do a beach, but it's the end of October, not really beach weather, and the Airbnbs were not very appealing, and it's just kind of hard to get to some of these places. So unfortunately, I'm not really going to see a lot of Calabria, but I love Reggio Calabria, and I'm really glad that I chose this as my base. So I had a really nice day yesterday. I went to a pasta shop. I bought some fresh pasta. I stopped at another little store and I got a slice of pizza. that I heated up, and that was my lunch. So Reggio Calabria is great. And yeah, so it's really easy to get to Sicily from here. So it makes a good base. So that's it. So I'm excited about Palermo. Got a really nice apartment there. And I also got a beautiful apartment in Catania. And a nice place in Messina. So I decided, rather than so I could have just gone from here to Messina and get on the train to Catania. But I decided instead just go to Messina for a couple of days because, it's only there for a few hours. So just kind of hang out there next Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday I'm leaving for Catania, and it's just 2 hour, not even 2 hours, an hour and a half train ride from Messina. So it'll be less stressful that way. So that's how this trip is unfolding. So today I will show you a little bit of the ferry, and then in Messina I'll probably pick up some lunch on the way to the station, and then the train from Messina to Palermo. So that's what you're going to see today. All right, so hang on for the ride. It should all be very stress-free. I don't expect the trains to be delayed. Sunday travel, at least in Puglia, was very chill. Didn't seem like people really traveled on Sundays, so the train should be pretty empty. And then getting into Palermo, it should be pretty quiet because it'll be Sunday evening. But we'll see. Who knows? All right, so I'll see you when I'm on the road. All right, I'm out on the road now. So I took a little nap, and I'm just kind of tired of waiting. Just had a little bit of yogurt. So I figure, even though I'm planning on eating something in Messina, maybe I can grab something small before I get on the ferry. I don't know. It's about a 30-minute walk for me from here to the port. So I just figured I'd leave, walk leisurely, and see if I can find something to eat. All right, so I'll show you a little bit of Reggio Calabria on my way. My Airbnb is right up there. I think that's my building right there on the corner. So up a slight hill. It's all pretty hilly here. Really just at the very bottom, Corso Garibaldi and Emmanuel, whatever. Corso Vittorio Emanuele. Look at this. In Lungomare, but other than that, it's all up a hill. That's centro. Here's my supermarket. Splendidi e splendenti. Closed. The supermarket's open until 1:30 on Sunday. So if you need to buy groceries, do it early. And then there's the Strait of Messina. So I'm just going to walk straight down this hill. There's a lot of trash. Just gorgeous views here. Really nice buildings. Very calm streets compared to Napoli. I changed my mind. I'm going to walk down this street. I forget the name. I'll see up here to show you the pasta shop that I went to yesterday, and then I'll go down Via Giudecca on the moving sidewalk. Oh, no, this isn't the street. Via dei Filippini. I have to go down one more. There's the Bergamotto Museum. Alright, so this is called Via Askenez. I went there Controneo yesterday and got a slice of pizza. It's cold, she was going to pop it in the microwave. I told her I wasn't going to eat it right away. And then right up here is Via Giudecca. So Via Askenez kind of sounds like Ashkenazi. I wonder. Via Giudecca means jewelry. I knew it was something Jewish. So the Jews were driven out of Reggio during the Inquisition while the Spanish were here. But the name remains, so I wonder also about the name Askenez. So here's Via Giudecca. Yeah, moving sidewalk is not moving today. But I still like walking down that street because there's no traffic. Here's the pasta shop. Moderno lavatorio emiliano, lavorazione di pasta fresca di ogni tipo. Morabito. They do such crazy things here with their cars. And look at that parking job. Alright, so I'm just going to walk down the street. Surprised the pasta shop is open, but I guess Sunday morning they're open. It's really nice. They had all kinds of fresh pasta, tubes, little round things, you know, the ones that they make with like a wire, orecchiette, ravioli, long pasta, tagliatelle, pappardelle. So I told them I had, they don't sell any sauces. I told them I had passata and basil. So I ended up getting ravioli with ricotta and spinach. The ravioli were really good. The sauce that I made was not that good. It was kind of boring. I'm really hungry now all of a sudden. So let me see what I can get to eat. Maybe I could stop at a little bar, have a coffee and a pastry or something. Alright, Corso Garibaldi, stopping. People come here after church, take a walk. Sunday, 11 a.m. Smoking, perfumey. All right, here's the museum right here. So I thought maybe I'd see a McDonald's, get an Egg McMuffin, but there was none. So now I'm walking down to Lungomare, kind of at the end here, and then there's just a path that goes along the street to the port. So let's see if I find anything down here. I think there's some kind of little market or something set up over there. But I don't think it's food. So I've got to stay on this side of the street because I know there are some restaurants here. I didn't find anything. There was one place called Grand Cafe, but it was really busy. So I'm almost here to the little road that goes down to the port. It's 11:20. I'm like an hour early. There's a coffee shop down there. So I'll go in there and see if they have anything. If not, just have to wait until I get to Messina at 1 o'clock. How pretty it is today. Alright, that's the ferry terminal straight ahead. And there was a little cafe here, a bar. I don't know if they're open. If not, I have water. I'll just drink water. Yeah, they're closed. Are they? Yeah, they're closed. Alright, them's the brakes. I'll survive. When I get to Messina, it's just a 5-minute walk to the train station, and from what I remember, there was a pasticceria, rosticceria, rancheria. There's a restaurant right outside of the port terminal, ferry terminal, on the way to the station. So I'll pass something, stop and eat there, and then walk to the station. Alright, it's a very chill little trip here today compared to what I originally had paid for, which involved going to Villa San Giovanni, transferring to the ferry, and then walking from the ferry to whatever he wants. Cigarette, food. Sorry, dude, I'm hungry too. Here's where we are, Reggio, Calabria. We're going to Messina. We also go to Stromboli, which is a volcano. These are the Aeolian Islands. Palermo. So that's where I'm headed. Trapani, Marsala, and then Catania is down here, not far from Messina. This is the waiting room. There's a ferry. Where's that coming from? I don't know if you can see that out there. I wonder if that's Villa San Giovanni. That's Liberty Lines. Alright, 10 minutes. Ferry is here. Everybody disembarked. We're starting to line up. Lines here are meaningless, so I learned last time there's no point getting in line because people just kind of come through. I'm not going to try to sit by a window or just sit on an aisle, so it's no big deal. And then 35 minutes, I'll be in Messina. We got people on speakerphones. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody's yelling. God, why do they have to yell? Got it. No, you have to sit in that seat. No, not that seat. No, that seat. No, not that seat. But I want to sit in this seat. No, that seat. Oh my God, they were so noisy. Cigarettes. So I think the station is just straight this way. That's the way to the Duomo. That's where I went last week. Let me just put it in my map. Make sure, but I think I'm just going to eat right here. All right. Google Maps not working. So I thought it was this way, but it's like sending me, I don't know where it's sending me. I'm just gonna follow these people. So I just asked the taxi driver, he wanted to know, where are you going? I just want to go to the station. So he said this way, and then a la sinistra. This place that I just went into, it's mostly a coffee shop, pastries, and they had like some pizza and things. That's not what I want. So I'm going to see if there's something by the station. A little signage would be very helpful, but I think it's just right up here. That's a stazione. Yeah. Here it is. Very easy. A sign, just a sign. When you get off, would have really been a nice little touch. You know, I don't see any kind of food. Maybe over there. Yeah, I was just talking and not recording. Okay, so there's the station right there. Here's something here. Piazza della Repubblica, cocktail bar, Manhattan. Let's see what they have. All right, so I got a sandwich. There are these things called piadina. It's kind of looks like a pita. I thought that's what it was. I asked. He said they're panini. So he's gonna put it in the grill, salami, cheese, and I got a Coke. It's my second Coke in like 20 years. Bag lady just came up and asked me something. I don't know what she wanted, but all right, here it is. Oh, so much for heating it up. Well, that was a very disappointing sandwich. It wasn't heated enough to melt the cheese. The tomato wasn't that good. The lettuce was then heated. The bread was kind of stale. It wasn't that good. So I figured I would just walk down here. And here's the Imbarco per Villa San Giovanni. So this is the ferry for Villa San Giovanni. So I guess this is where I would have gotten off. Interesting, I'm going to walk up here and see what this is. I have time to kill. I thought maybe I can get some like cookies or something to get the taste of that sandwich out of my mouth. So I'm not sure what this is. It's kind of a sleazy looking hotel there, right by the port. So there was this bag lady who came and stood next to me. She was kind of mumbling something, so she wanted food or something. I just said no. And then some guy bought her, it looked like lasagna. It actually smelled really good. So he should have gotten that. Maybe it was eggplant parmesan. So this ferry crossing is for trains and cars. Now I don't understand because I was going to have to get off the train. I'm not going to walk all the way out. I was going to have to get off the train and get on the ferry with my ticket. Coming back, I stay on the train. So the train gets loaded onto the ferry, and then ChatGPT said people get off the train, they go to the upper deck of the ferry to watch. I don't know what I'm going to do on the way back, if I'm going to just stay on the train, go to Villa San Giovanni. I think I will do that, because then I found out there's a station that's a little bit closer to me, Reggio, Calabria, Lido. It's closer to like Cesare Gelateria, so I can walk from there. So, you know, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference if I get off the train here in Messina and then go and catch another ferry. This way I already have the ticket, I've already paid for it. I'm just going to do that on the way back. The reason I didn't do it going was because it was 3 separate things. I had to get off the train, get on the ferry, get off the ferry, get on another train. Going back, I just stay on the train to Villa San Giovanni, and then I get off and change to go to Reggio, Calabria. So it's just 2 changes, just 1 change. Look what I got. Some cookies. I got some biscotti. I asked her if they're all biscotti. She said yes, but then she said these are and these are something else, and I didn't know what she was saying. But I got some cookies. I got a little assortment. I got 4 different kinds, 3 of each. So I'm not going to starve on the way to Palermo. Let's go sit inside the station. Let's see what I got here. All right, first one, a little square thing, has almonds. and some citrus. It's a little cold. Kind of reminds me of like a cereal bar or something. Oh, yeah, and think about this. There's not going to be a place to sit. Alright, so I'm in the bar at the train station. Bunch of foreigners here. I got an Americano and trying my cookies. This one is my favorite. All right, it's 12:21. I had a nice little coffee, some cookies. My train is over there. Just used the restroom. So, gotta get on the train. Platform 3. It's pretty quiet here. Sunday. Good day to travel.
Sí, sí, en plan, se muestra tal, pero luego cuando lo vas sacando, o sea,
I'm gonna go all the way to the back.
Church was also higher is nicer.
This was my favorite.
No, we wanted the four thing. No, fai un 5. Allora 3, 4. Facciamo un 5.
Andiamo in un bar un viaggino. C'è questa bottiglietta d'acqua neve.
Noi sono un chioro
Al Conad sai domenica pomeriggio aperto domenica pomeriggio.
On the card you used to purchase the ticket. Delay refunds have never been easier. Conditions on Trenitalia.com.
Ma le vai stai da noi? Vabbè, tu quello ce l'ha le chiavi io. No, vedo io, non ci devo stare. Vabbè, questi anni passi da mia casa e ti pigli, non c'ho capito. Questi anni passi da mia casa e ti pigli.
56 di Trenitalia per Agrigento Centrale degli
Check out after completing the last leg. This is the only way to calculate the right amount to be charged. If you don't check out, the highest fare will be automatically charged.
Io una volta l'anno scorso avevo due zaini, una busta e la valigia.
Well, we actually arrived 6 minutes early. The train was so crowded. Oh my God. There's one stop, Cefalu, which is like everybody says, oh, you have to go to Cefalu. It was like the number of people that were on the train were standing on the platform at Cefalu, and it just got crazy. So there was no room for luggage. People have a lot of luggage. So anyway, I had a comfortable seat, nice view. Let's see if I can, well, I was going to try to use the restroom. I snuck into the restroom in Messina behind somebody. I think you were supposed to pay. So now, I'm not going to use the restroom. So now I have another train that I have to take. Wow, this is incredible. Just a couple stops to my Airbnb. So I have my ticket on my phone. Train leaves at 6:08. So it's like 7:30 now. Look how pretty this is though. A big mountain there. Trains. Not the smokers, of course. So I'm just going to let everybody kind of clear out here. And then I'll go and look for my train. There's like an orange tree there. So welcome to Palermo. It's nice. I like it. I got a completely different vibe here than from Napoli. It doesn't feel as hectic. It feels warmer. Maybe it's the weather. The restroom, you have to pay €1. It doesn't take €2 coins. I don't have any €1 coins. Only cash, no credit card. So, I hold it in. I'm going to arrive at my next station at like 6:17. I'm tired. All right, we're almost there. What if McDonald's has a restroom? This is Palermo Station. It's nice. I don't think they have a restroom in there. So let me find my next train. How do I do this? A lot of tourists. I don't know. Oh, here. So it's 18. It's Arrivi, Partenza, departures. 18:08, platform 10. That's me. So I guess it's just from here. Alright, it's right there. Platform 10. I'm gonna go get something at McDonald's. So I just saw a sign, the restroom is €1.20. So not only do you need exact change, you need to have 20 cents. What the hell? Just gonna go pee in the corner. Alright, so I know it's disgusting. Look at my orange Fanta. No artificial orange color. The fries are really good. Burger's great. So this way, I can check in. I don't have to go out and find food. I can just settle in. Maybe take a walk. Relax. So, I thought Sunday was a good day to travel. Really busy. But beautiful views. Comfortable train. They have chargers, so my phone was plugged in. So my batteries are charged. And nice time to arrive. 5:30. My next train is just right over there. It was easy. And then I leave here on Thursday, 10 a.m. Now that I know how crowded the train was, I'm coming early. Going back. I just stay on the train at Messina, I think. And then the train goes onto the ferry, so we'll see. All right, so I'll make a whole new video about my Airbnb. I think this is long enough. So that was the trip from Messina to, actually from Reggio, Calabria to Palermo. Taking the ferry from Messina. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now. Bye. Yeah, I'm not going to finish yet. So this is my train. It goes to the airport. I think it's just 2 stops for me. 9 minutes. Well, I made it. It's a really cute little place. And Carmen, the host, was great. She explained everything. She actually didn't explain the garbage, but it's all very clearly labeled. I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything with it. It's really cute. And yeah, she was great. Restaurants right here. She said they're really good restaurants. They're local. They're not open tomorrow. I have mosquito bites. I had mosquitoes last night, got into my apartment. So that's it. There's a cookie on my bed. I don't know what it is. All right, so this is the end, but let me show you the apartment. So this is Palermo. Oh, the bed feels good. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow out and about exploring. She said it's a very central area. She told me how to get to points of interest, so I'll probably go out early. Get some food, and then do some exploring. All right, that really is it for now. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.